Welcome back to Profit Path. Today's update looks at how markets are positioning for September. US trading is paused for Labor Day, but futures are steady as investors wait for important jobs data later this week. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe for clear daily market updates. Let's start with a quick look at where we left off yesterday. On Friday, all three major US indexes closed higher, with the Dow Jones Industrial Average leading the charge. This came after both the Federal Reserve and the employment report for August offered some relief. The Fed's decision to pause rate hikes combined with the cooler than expected inflation in the employment report helped boost market sentiment. In fact, all three major indexes saw their best day of the month in terms of percentage gains. The Dow Jones rallied over 2%, the S&P 500 gained over 2.4%, and the tech-heavy Nasdaq Composite surged by nearly 3%. This positive momentum spilled over into Friday's session, with European stocks ending the day mostly higher. Now let's check in on the markets around the world today. European stocks opened higher today, building on the positive sentiment from last week. Germany's DAX rose slightly, France's CAC also edged up, while London's FTSE 100 moved into positive territory as well. However, not all markets were in the green. Japan's Nikkei slipped due to caution in technology shares. On the other hand, Hong Kong's Seng index jumped more than 2%. This was driven by optimism in the e-commerce and technology sectors. Back in the US, futures for the major indexes are holding steady. This reflects a wait-and-see approach by investors who are looking ahead to this week as labor and inflation reports for further guidance. Both the New York Stock Exchange and Nasdaq are closed for the holiday, giving investors a chance to review August's performance before trading resumes on Tuesday. So what are the key takeaways from last month? Let's break it down for you. August turned out to be a decent month for US stocks. The Dow Jones gained about 3.2%, leading the major averages. This was its best month since June, thanks to its strong performance in the last 2 weeks. The blue chip index has been boosted by robust corporate earnings and the belief that the worst might be over for the economy. The S&P 500 advanced nearly 1.9% in August. The broad-based index was supported by strength in the energy and financial sectors. Technology stocks also contributed positively. Looking at the Nasdaq, it added 1.6% last month. Again, this was mainly driven by the tech sector. Consumer discretionary and consumer staples were also among the top-performing sectors. The Russell 2000 Small Cap Index also posted gains in August. It went up about 1.5%, showing that it's not just large-cap companies, but also broader participation in the rally. What about the sectors? The energy sector led the way with a monthly gain of nearly 12%. This was followed by materials and industrials, each rising over 3%. On the flip side, the only sector in the red was utilities, which declined by about 1.5%. As we shift our focus to this week, what should we be watching out for? Well, the real focus this week is on the US jobs report scheduled for Friday. This report could significantly shape expectations for the Federal Reserve's policy decision in September. Will it be another pause, or will they signal a potential rate hike? The jobs report for August will play a crucial role in providing clarity. Investors are closely watching to see if the data supports continued momentum in the labor market or shows signs of a more cautious outlook. A stronger-than-expected jobs growth could reinforce the case for further tightening, while a softer report might alleviate concerns of a near-term rate hike. Either way, this jobs report is undoubtedly the most awaited economic data this month. In addition to the jobs report, traders are also keeping an eye on the August inflation report, which will be released on Wednesday. Before we wrap up, let me quickly highlight some notable earnings scheduled for this week. Dollar Tree, Dollar General, and Chewy are set to release their quarterly results today. Keep an eye on these retail names, as their earnings could offer insights into consumer spending trends. On Tuesday, we'll see earnings from big players like Nvidia and Palo Alto Networks. These companies are expected to provide updates on their latest products and future projections. Workday and Costco are also on the earnings calendar for Tuesday. Finally, on Thursday, we have Deere and Tyson Foods scheduled to report. And that's it for today's update. To recap, markets are quiet today, with US futures steady, August closing in positive territory, and global indexes showing mixed results. The spotlight now turns to jobs data that could guide September trading. What's your take? Will the jobs numbers lift markets or bring more caution? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Profit Path for daily stock and finance updates. Have a great day and see you back here tomorrow.